Hey Northminster, I wanted to share something very special with you all today. What I'm sharing with you is a family treasure. It is a recording that my family made when my mother was just a small child. It is a Valentine's Day letter to Nanny, one of the old aunts of the family. A tape recorder was passed around from person to person as they gave her an audio letter. Nanny's eyesight was failing in her old age and she had trouble reading letters. So my family turned to technology, this brand new technology of a tape recorder and a microphone, to find new ways to connect with family. I've been thinking about this letter ever since we've been social distancing, thinking about how even then in their circumstances, my family was finding new ways of talking to one another, of sending messages of love and care to one another. And it makes us feel like we're not too far away from them. Now I do want to say one reason why this recording is so special to me is because it contains the voice of both my grandfather and my grandmother. Both my grandfather and my grandmother are now passed away. This recording is one of the only recordings I have of their voice. I remember the first time that I heard it, my grandfather's voice, it sent chills up my arm because it had been 5 or 6 years since I had heard his voice, which is a low grumble. When you hear Hartley, you will hear the voice of my grandfather. Now listening to it again, I hear also the voice of my grandmother. For all of the holidays and her calling us to dinner, this is a treasure that I want to share with you all. It is voices that ring through time and space, brings the memory of loved ones back, and makes it feel like the time we're living through right now maybe isn't quite as different to another age as we sometimes think it is. Because as it turns out, when things keep us apart, we will always find new ways to connect to one another. So enjoy this small family treasure of mine. And God bless, take care, and have a good 4th of July. Take care, Northminster.
You always like things so modern and up to date. You've got it now, Nanny, and I hope we're all right with it. These tapes back and forth, and then you wouldn't have to be bothered with reading my letters. And I think then you can talk to me when you get used to it and send them to me. Now, Hardy's been showing me how to work this thing, and I'm over at his house. Hardy and I come over here after supper, and so he could show me how to work it. It's real simple. There, you just turn this switch, and that's all there is to it. And you'll get on to it before long. Hardy wants to say hi to you.
Nanny, it's good to talk to you, and happy Valentine's, and I hope you and Mom get to use this machine a lot, and you like it.
Happy Valentine's Day, Nanny. How are you feeling? This is Gary. Here's Jenny now. Hi, Nanny. How are you feeling? Happy Valentine's Day. Bye. Nanny, that's just Susan. Happy Valentine's Day, Nanny. How are you feeling?
Good. Happy Valentine's Day, Nanny. I wish we could come see you today. Oh, this is Nancy. We've come on back to our house, Harvey and I have now, and I think I understand this machine. It's really and truly not very much to it. And I can explain it to you when I'm over there, and I'll show you all about it. Now, Hardy wants to say hi to you. Big heart.
Nanny, it's good to be able to talk with you by way of this recorder. Dolly had this bright idea that since it is hard for you to read and hard for you to read her letters, that this would be a real good means of communicating. I think David gave her the idea, and Leo Van Kuchen loaned her his set to practice with. I believe that you and she can both get a great deal of enjoyment out of hearing messages from each other in your own voices. And I know that at the beginning that it may be a little frightening and make you feel silly to be talking into a microphone, but don't let that bother you a bit, because after you get used to it, it will come perfectly natural. It's good to be able to visit with you this way, and I hope that before long I can visit with you in person. I hope that this Valentine's Day present of Dolly's to you will bring you a great deal of enjoyment and pleasure.